This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the CEO of MineHub Technologies, Miss Andrea Aranguren. Andrea, it's great to have you back on. How are you today?
Amazing. Thank you so much for having me. And you said my name so well.
Oh, I love that.
Which is, yes,
Thank you.
It's tricky, thank you.
I get mine butchered on a daily basis. If it's not the first name, it's the last name, whether it's Gerardo or Gerardo. So I try to be as respectful and accurate as possible. Listen, you used the right word for the market response in today's news. Amazing. You just had a news release that really outlines what I think the market is understanding as a clear path forward towards a much, much larger market cap than the market cap you currently command. And so I wanted to have you on so you could provide the context and the details, because there's a lot in this release that I think most people got, but I think there's going to be some parts to it, some of the technical stuff that's going to fly over people's heads. And I know they'll catch on, but better sooner than later, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think understanding the underlying technology is not as important as understanding really what the initiative unlocks and what it creates for the industry. So I don't think people need to be overly fixated on that, although we can definitely get into it. If you want, I can give a general overview, unless you wanted to.
Yeah. No, okay, I think that's a great starting point. Absolutely.
Yeah, great. So, as everybody knows, MineHub and Abaxx have a very strong partnership. We've been collaborating on a variety of different initiatives. And this is an area where Josh and I identified very early would be a really strong opportunity for our partnership in the medium to longer term. And off the back of Abaxx's extreme success, and there's been an incredible response to the Abaxx Private Digital Title Initiative and the gold and the money market pilots, that we really saw an opportunity that is very unique, combining MineHub's unique capabilities with the Abaxx Private Digital Title Initiative to really extend Abaxx's capabilities and potential within creating digital collateral and creating more efficiency in financial markets by extending the private digital title to in-transit shipments. And so Abaxx's his pilots right now, which are really around gold and money market funds, don't really address the movement of physical cargo within the supply chain or within the market, which is obviously a key factor, especially for base metal markets and a variety of other physical commodities. And because of MineHub's unique, our extensive network, as well as our unique capabilities as it relates to real-time tracking, because we are getting information directly from satellites, from GPS, we know exactly where the physical cargo is. Because our customers actually book their contracts in our platform, we know all of the key aspects that are required for digital title, and we are uniquely positioned to have that visibility as the cargo moves throughout the supply chain. And so by coupling our capabilities with the Abaxx framework, that really unlocks incredible potential. And I had a couple questions this morning from analysts in terms of what is the TAM. I mean, the TAM is the entire physical commodity supply chain.
Yep.
Because now you can really translate Abaxx's innovation to any inventory, any physical cargo inventory at any point in the world for any commodity.
You answered my next question, and I want to expand on that just a bit, because we talk about gold, but really this can be applied across all sectors. And so obviously my next question is going to be, what comes next, and what markets are you really keen to advance and bring in under the umbrella here with the partnership and the initiative?
Yeah, absolutely. So naturally, it makes sense for us to focus on copper and aluminum, where MineHub really has a very strong market presence, engagement from pretty much all market leaders on either side of the market, buyers, sellers, trader, intermediaries. And so naturally, we'll be looking. We're still defining the scope of the initiative, but naturally it's going to be centered around copper and aluminum cargoes, most likely, given that that's really where our network has been and our experience to date.
Excellent, excellent. What comes next? I mean, again, the market loves the news. Obviously, you've been on the phone with analysts today. I have to assume that the response has been really, really positive there. I know you have a webinar coming up on September 11th that I think people would be well served to attend. I believe that's at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Is that accurate?
Yes, that's correct. And it's going to be a really great opportunity for Josh and I to answer questions in an informal, almost like fireside chat. We can get into some of the technical aspects. We can talk about what we're leveraging in terms of our capabilities, talk a lot about how we're thinking that by bringing together these two incredible capabilities and their networking, their capabilities, as well as our platform, how we can really open new pathways to creating liquidity and greater capital efficiency across the entire commodity supply chain.
I was asking what comes next, and I gotta believe that the uncertainty around the tariffs had to have an effect on the timing of some of the initiatives and some of the milestones that the company is looking and was looking to achieve. How is the uncertainty around the tariff situation impacted MineHub?
Those are the moments like tariffs, or is really these moments of extreme disruption in the supply chain highlight the extreme need for digital tools, where you can't operate under this old framework of manually sending information and not really having visibility, not being able to mitigate risk appropriately, not being able to benefit from insights and analytics, to run scenario analysis, to really see how you're impacted by different factors that you can't control. And so the tariffs was just a really extreme example of a supply chain disruption that really amplified our value proposition for all customers and prospects throughout our market.
No, well said. Listen, Andrea, thank you so much for coming on. Looking forward to chatting again. Congrats on the news. And it looks to be a busy end to the year and a really busy 2026.
That's for sure. Thank you so much.
All right. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, Gerardo Del Real here. If you're enjoying the content that you just saw, you can let us know in 3 simple steps. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please share across your network and on social media. Take care, everybody.